Previously, on Slay the Princess. Our heroes found themselves in a forest, told they must slay the princess. Not knowing the hows or whys, they asked the voice in their head every question they could.
The end of the world.
The end of everything as we know it.
Evidence.
Look, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Maybe I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't.
Well, have you ever considered that maybe the only reason why she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
Nevertheless, she is not dangerous.
Can't someone else do this?
Fortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
So killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it?
You know what my prize is?
It's a secret.
Alright, maybe.
But I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Before eventually going to the cabin and finding the princess.
Who's there?
Not knowing what to say when they found her, they simply said,
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
However, not knowing if they should.
Haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
They tried to talk it out, which merely led to a staring contest.
I'm sorry, we got on the wrong foot here. What?
You poor thing. And of course we can talk.
I'm not gonna do it.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint.
She squints back.
Squint even harder at the princess.
Squint even harder.
So does she.
Sadly,
You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Oh, we're doing a staring contest.
after a sudden scuffle,
Stab, stab, stab. Titties, stab.
our heroes found themselves lying on the floor looking up at the
It
princess.
feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ow.
After a moment, the heroes decided there was no more room for conversation and
Whoa.
Blade slashes through. The two
Oh.
of you clash for the
Yeah.
first time.
Shit.
You feel your ribs
Yeah,
break
yeah.
and delivers a
our
heavy
heroes were finally able to slay the
two of you
princess.
fall to the floor.
Well,
This was fun.
But unfortunately,
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Uh-huh.
And in the basement of that
So it does an actual loop.
is a
Okay.
princess.
Yes. Which is why I said we can do that one later.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I like that last one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Maybe from your point of view, Mr.
bullshit.
Narrator,
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
says the voice of the
Oh, so
hero.
the hero knows.
Yes.
So the hero remembers.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter
Bailey?
if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Voice of the stubborn.
We have a new person.
You see, we have many a personality within us right now.
Apparently.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Yeah.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Was that a
Let's
sound
say for
in game,
moment
or was that a
this
sound
really
on your
is
end?
The second time you've met me.
Depends what was the sound.
I have no idea how to describe it other than you, like, smacking a newspaper on a table.
I mean, the cat started to climb up onto my table, and I clicked the space bar, so it might have been.
I don't know.
Hello, kitten. What are you doing? Are you going to put yourself between me and my mashed potatoes? Sit, child.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, what a bitch.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Bitch.
He's such a dick.
Yeah.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, you don't remember them, so how do you know there's any consequences?
Right?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean, except for the consequence of having to do it again.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Bum, bum, bum.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I just looked over at me in OBS and realized that the cat completely blends into my shirt. So it looks like I'm just petting myself.
Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Sure.
Let's talk about this princess. Proceed to the cabin or turn around and leave. What kind of person do we want to be this time?
Let's talk about this princess.
Alright.
Be quick about it.
So we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure it doesn't happen again? Ew, the cat just sneezed all over me.
I think I heard that.
All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
You know?
Who locked her in the basement, and what is this place?
Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands when I had a dagger?
You know, she's just a princess. Well, I mean, I'm also just a bird person, so...
Apparently I'm a bird
Just a
person.
princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
See one.
We killed each other last time around. How do I make sure she doesn't do that again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
So who locked her in the basement? What is this place? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
You know?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Very simple, yet we're back in the building again.
I mean, technically, from his point of view, you know, it's very simple. You know, I just walk over there, I stab the princess, I leave. Congratulations, job done.
My hip.
That's like Saitama, you know? He just wants you to tell him, you know, what the job is, and then leave it to like 20 words or less, and then we're good.
You know, sometimes I agree with Saitama. But not today.
But not today!
What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Well, so who exactly locked her in this place?
Who locked her in here?
People locked her in that basement.
Okay.
I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Very descriptive, I will say. Very, very descriptive. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is it all falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're
Is it
the
because I'm
only
a bird?
person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I mean, technically, how do we know that people aren't all bird people, except for the princess?
You know, you're not wrong.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Of course, the voice of the hero is going to enjoy that.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, Bailey, do we want to go to the cabin and try again, or do we want to just leave?
Let's try again.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We'll see, Mr. Narrator, if that's even your real name.
Lying and cheat doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I mean, she could cheat in the middle of a fight. She could throw basement sand in my eyes.
Sand!
Bucket sand, yep.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Any clear?
I don't know, Mr. Narrator Man.
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Alright.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
This is different looking.
Its cold stone walls press in on you,
And I'm
as if
cold.
trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is
I
a
just
black
drew
iron
that
altar
dagger.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
We walked into what seems like a cold tower, and Bailey's like, I'm cold.
Yeah, like instant cold for some reason.
So we have a much smaller table this time, a much more concerning looking door, and a weird mirror.
And a mirror. Yeah, it's a
See?
mirror.
Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, or take the blade.
Let's ask about the fucking mirror.
You didn't really comment on this weird mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Oh.
There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh, there's nothing else here, you say.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted
There
so
is.
much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care. I want to see myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. I want to see. I want to see how
that's
handsome.
the handsome one. Yeah.
I care less
Yeah.
about that and more about whether we're being lied to.
Yeah.
If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
What if we were never in a path in the woods? What if we were on a, I don't know, a highway?
I'm not lying to you.
Maybe we are on a
Close
highway
your
and this is
eyes, there
purgatory.
no mirror.
We're on the highway to hell.
Something so meaningless. What good would it even do?
I don't know, that's something for you to know and us to wonder about. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Approach the mirror.
You wanna do that one first?
Let's do the explorer first.
Walk up to the wall next
asking
to
the question and
basement
then
door.
approach the mirror.
It's a wall.
Oh.
There isn't much to see
You
here.
you said yes, so.
My Discord's freaking out.
Oh.
My Discord is freaking out, so.
Oh. Well, I love that for us. Well, you walk up to the wall next to the basement door, and it's a wall. There's not a whole lot going on. I guess this mirror's not very reflective.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean. Okay.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Well, I'm trying to look and see how ridiculous I look right now in the mirror.
But it was
Yeah.
there a second ago.
Oh shit, the mirror is actually fully gone.
So the question is, seeing as we have a couple of different voices in our noggin at this point, are we just going crazy?
And now it's gone. So all of us
think
can
we are.
stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Oh, Stubborn got rid of it.
Maybe.
What if we're the princess?
That would be a plot twist. See, like I said at the beginning then, maybe we should have just tripped and fell on the knife and it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
This whole cabin's different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly
We're still a
haven't been
weird
killed
bird
by the
person, though.
princess.
We are. I mean, as you can tell by my little pointer. Arr. Just my weird little nail.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Focus up. I've never heard that.
Huh.
Do we want to take the
Take
blade?
the blade.
Yeah? You don't want to go
I
without...
still want to keep taking the blade. Yeah.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save
And the
the
fact that
world
he's
that
calling it
way.
an altar now and not a table.
Yeah. Altar for what exactly? She has sacrifice.
I don't know.
Alright, down in the basement we go.
There's stone doors.
Yes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below
I would
is
immediately
heavy and
go back up the
oppressive.
stairs because no, I don't do
Almost
claustrophobia.
sulfuric. If the princess
I love how if it was just a normal staircase down, you were like, yeah, this is fine. But now that it's made of rock, you're like, nope.
Well, he said it gets thinner as you go down.
Just a bit, yeah. That's true.
See, it says
it does-
its
it
walls
does.
pressing at your side and tightening as you descend. I'm not okay with that.
What about the sulfuric odor?
That would also make me go upstairs, but the stairs would have made me turn around before I even smelt it.
I mean, what if the sulfuric odor is really just from the princess? Because she's been living down here. And she's smelly.
You don't put off a sulfur smell when you're stinky.
What about her chamber pot?
That would be methane, that's not sulfur.
You're right. I don't think she's a cow.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that
That joke didn't even make sense.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
What do you mean that doesn't make sense?
Because cows also produce methane.
Yeah, but I said I don't think she's a cow.
All mammals produce methane farts.
Do we know that the princess farts? And produces methane?
Assuming she is a mammal and a human, she produces methane.
I'm not so convinced that she's a human.
Are you at least convinced she's a mammal?
I don't know. What if she lays eggs?
True, we are a bird person.
Exactly. Who came first, the chicken or the princess? Who knows?
At this point, I'm guessing the princess did.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
It's almost like she's been murdered once and she had fun.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Stubborn
I
seems a little
appreciate the
too
enthusiasm.
horny.
Just let your bloodlust gets to your head.
He's horny for
You need to
murder,
stay
is what he
focused and
is.
Keep your wits about you.
Which,
Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I would say, which makes me curious as to why stubborn is the word that they used, since, I mean, maybe I'm confused as to...
Well,
It just doesn't seem like
He's
he quite
also
embodies
kind of
that.
he's kind of like forcing a plot line.
Yeah.
So
He's stubborn to the plot.
Stubborn mule. Yeah.
Stubborn to the plot. Doesn't want to change.
You know, like the idea of a stubborn mule. He's basically that.
Gotcha.
I only know that
As you
expression
descend
because we're
the
from the
step,
Midwest.
The form of the princess comes into view.
She has horns and a tail
Large
now,
shadow
and
leading
Yes.
from her wrist to the basement
and
wall.
hoofed feet. She's no longer a mammal. Yay!
She's no longer a human. And we can confirm that she's not a bird.
She's a demon, though.
She is something.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Which makes you wonder why she hasn't done it already.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Yeah, we're in hell.
So if we kill her, then she's just going to be brought back, so it's not going to do anything for us.
Yeah, we're definitely in a purgatory or something.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Narrator have anything to say about this?
Into little pieces.
Narrator?
Yeah. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but it definitely happened. You look different. So you do remember me! I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but, like, I think the two of us have, like, a couple of things to unpack first, like how we're both alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Murder her! I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Goodbye! Turn around without saying anything and just leave.
Go back up to the top. Mr. Narrator, do you have any comments on that?
You know?
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
And how is that
you
our
okay?
fault?
Right?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
And you know that how? Because maybe you might.
I don't know why, but when he said the fate of my world, for some reason I thought of like him being like some superior being to us looking down, and he's mad that he wasn't able to narrate it properly because he doesn't remember the story happening.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
You look different. What do you want to do so you remember me?
You look different. I'm trying to be as quiet as I can.
Exactly the same.
Well, we look the same. So you do
So
remember
you
me.
do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
I think Stubborn would like it to be 7.
Yeah.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Alright, we're gonna free her to fight however we would like to talk about
Let's
first.
unpack first.
Let's-
Yeah.
I just got back from vacation. I would like to unpack first.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
What if, in whatever
Where's
this,
my underwear?
what if in this weird universe that we're in, the more we die, the more we turn into something else? So I looked like a human at one point, but now I'm this weird bird creature. Because I've died many times before. And that's why they sent me to this, because they figured.
I don't know. My cookie is really crunchy.
Yeah. I heard your first initial crunch.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I mean, if I was
And who gave us
Markiplier, then I would. But I'm not a masochist.
Who gifted us this?
I don't want to be gifted this.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'd like to free you. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Attack the princess. Not slay the princess, just attack the princess. And I'm not fighting a demon lady goodbye, or goodbye.
I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
You know...
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
Or maybe I know that both of us can kill each other and I don't just necessarily want to die again, you know.
Well, we're not. We didn't change. She did, so maybe she could kill us faster.
But you should come
True.
a little closer first.
You know, you do look a bit stronger than you did last time, what with your 3 horns and all.
Ah, there are 3. She kept turning her head so it only looked like 2.
Yeah, I was thinking it was 2 for a bit and I just noticed it. Free attack, step closer to kill ourselves. Leave or leave.
I'm not fighting a giant demon lady.
I don't want to fight this demon lady. We're just gonna fucking leave.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
But I am. Oh.
Towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap.
Uh-oh.
She's loose.
Oh God, her
You have to make a
face.
decision, and you have to make it fast.
I'm gonna sprint up the stairs. Okay, team, what are we thinking? Turn around and fight her, dodge to the side, even though she's not attacking, and counterattack, run like hell, or die.
Die.
We shall accept our fate and die. Look at these toes.
Was there? Oh, they're not cloven. They're actually toes.
Well, it's like a weird hoof for these two, but then they got like weird little hoof toes on the edge.
That's weird.
It's like the
I'm not sure
metamorphosis of a foot to a hoof.
Well, your option is the run like hell.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that I don't immediately die still, I think that would be the best option, to not immediately die.
Yeah.
But the question is, do we want to immediately die?
No.
Um,
Go with your option.
we want to just run?
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, ah, shit, dog.
You do your best to
Fuck this, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep.
You coward.
You voice in my head.
You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage just barely to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind.
I mean, the good thing is that it's a heavy door this time, so she can't break it easily, like if it was wood.
Yeah, but she just snapped iron, so...
True, but how do we know that those weren't like really old, decrepit chains? Or for all I know, she's gonna, smash this door to smithereens and myself along with it.
I think she might.
Safe, if only for a moment.
Why is there wood on the floor? Was that there before?
No.
Why is there... I'm gonna bar up this stone door, assuming that even fits.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
What am I wanting?
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door.
It's actually a pull.
That would stop her for a while.
We're fine. Right? Of
No.
course we are. Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do.
Hi, King.
Takes the cabin,
Oh, shit.
I didn't have the option.
splitting its way up the stone doors.
I wanted to use this random wood on the floor, but I guess not.
Here she comes. Doors explode outwards, shards of stone.
Oh God, she's much
clatter
taller than I
against the
expected.
walls as the
Yeah.
princess emerges from the
She's a tall lady.
Stop running.
No.
But Lady Dimitrescu, I'm scared.
We're doomed.
Well,
I love the voice of the
The
hero.
princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you.
Why we get no choices?
no, nope.
No choice.
Oh.
Best to defend yourself from her onslaught. You're sorely out. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand.
Well,
Is giving out.
her teeth are very sharp. I can tell her that much at this point. And
Her horns are her crown.
I mean, that's kind of what it looked like before. I just said it in my
From a
brain.
distance, it was just like three
I was gonna say
stalactites on her head.
I was gonna say it looked like a tiara, but I didn't think it was actually, so I decided not to say anything. But also, we did not give her a nice cut this time.
No.
No.
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
Stubborn, I'm
You
dead.
want to take over, Stubborn?
Stubborn, I'm dead. What do you want from me?
Don't be
Stubborn, it's your turn.
over.
Don't be delusional. Does that mean we're gonna have a voice of delusion next time?
Oh, God.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
I'm sorry, big lady.
Look, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this.
Sure, Stubborn, you can take over.
You know, stubborn. If you want to take over, you can. But ow,
Why won't you get up?
she's like a child murdering her dead fish. You know?
Why are you sleeping?
Exactly. You knew exactly where I was going with that.
Splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs.
Oh, God.
Vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades.
She's the type of mom that's like, I am angry and disappointed. Pretty kitten.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well,
We died. She
Yes.
didn't die this time, so maybe she won't change.
maybe. I mean, unless she just died of old age. Who knows? Because, well, I guess we did kill her last time. I don't know.
We did.